turn this into some kind of awesome aesthetic video and music studio. Well, to celebrate over 2,000 subscribers, I'm gonna be spending over $2,000 on this setup.
So number one main goal is to improve our video quality.
That's to look nice, so clean aesthetic. We wanna be able to produce, practice piano. We want it to be an awesome video space. We're making music in dorm rooms, cheap apartments, and also working as an audio engineer in multiple professional studios. I was the audio visual guy. I've got the audio stuff down. Now I gotta get the visual stuff down. So right now, what I'm thinking, we've got our main workspace. We're gonna have a desk. We'll have a little black backdrop back there. A light here, light there. Obviously, we got a camera. I'm gonna have a second camera, and we gotta have some kind of key light. And obviously, the piano space. I can either have two pianos right there, or I could have the MIDI keyboard here and the upright there. All right, so here are the steps. Number one, we gotta come up with ideas. We gotta make a list of exactly what we need. And finally, we gotta test it, see how it actually looks. So this setup is most likely gonna be around 5,000, if I'm being honest. If we add up everything that I have, it's probably gonna be even more than 5,000. But I'm gonna keep a cost tracking counter so you guys can realistically know what you can build. Let's just try to get one new subscriber with this video. As long as I'm reaching one of you guys, I know it's worth making videos and that I'm bringing some kind of value. Camera upgrade is the main thing that's gonna save us a lot of time. The Canon actually has a 12-minute limit. We also got a video capture card, so we can use that on the Canon. But the Sony, we can just record. That's gonna save a lot of time. Also, the audio going directly into the camera. Instead of, usually I use the AT2020 and have to drag in the audio, line it up perfectly, and edit it all separately. But now, the Rode, I can just straight up go direct in the camera. It's already combined. So that's gonna save me a lot of time in the editing process, and even the recording process. Plus, I like this quality a little bit better, pretty nice. Especially with the AT2020, it's not really meant to be that far away. With a mic like that, I'd obviously get a lot of room noise. So of course, I'd have to edit out the background noise, edit the audio a lot. With this, save time, effort, and everything. Make sure you go and get the Modern Music Creator. You're gonna learn piano, you're gonna learn audio engineering, you're gonna learn everything you need to know to realistically have a career in this. And of course, you can buy the piano section and the audio section separately. But just go ahead and check out that course. If you're interested in this kind of content, I know it's gonna bring some kind of value to you guys. Now I've got the new awesome gear. Now it's time to start the setup. Backdrop I love. It's gonna create a really clean aesthetic. It's nice black in the background. It's also gonna make those lights pop out more. We're gonna have two practicals, which practicals are basically just lights that are in the shot. The color scheme I really like is red and blue. You could also play around, maybe try and orange and blue. A lot of people will use that orange and blue effect, but ultimately we'll want two different colors on both sides. But that backdrop is gonna be nice. Depending how tall it is, I might even have to put something under it, make it even taller, but we'll have to see. We also have the spare TV monitor, so I can just basically use it as a monitor. So instead of just working on my laptop, I can just plug it at HDMI cable and I have it blown up. Obviously the speakers, one of the first things I got. Obviously again, for things like mixing and mastering, since we don't have acoustic treatment, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Probably mix in either headphones or hopefully you have another space. But sound panels, pretty cheap to make as well. So maybe we'll do that in a future video. Cable management, of course, is super important. We don't want this jumble of wires that are all tangled. What I did on the left side was put just a straight up blanket right over the wardrobe. So obviously if I want to shoot that angle, you're not gonna see the clothes. And these things came with the backdrop, so it's pretty easy to just clip it on. Same thing, we'll see if this green screen actually works. It's just a straight up green blanket. I clipped it up top onto something on the wall, and we'll see if we can key it out. Obviously, sometimes we can still use DIY solutions. I mean, I do have the backdrop stand, so I could just order a green screen as well. If this works, it worked. And of course, you can never go wrong with LED strips, at least in my opinion. I love it. It's not perfectly straight in the middle, but it's all right. The mic I've been using is the AT2020. I mean, it's the best budget mic, in my opinion. I don't really record vocals anymore, so that's why you're not gonna see a lot of acoustic treatment or mic upgrade. Yeah, there's no point in investing in that if I'm not even gonna be recording in this space. So I do have a separate place that I can record. One thing I'm gonna have to experiment with is camera angles, how to actually use these lights effectively, things like that. But we've got the equipment now. Yeah, cleaning cables and doing setup like this, obviously meticulous work, but it's worth it in the end. You'll see. Next, I got portable power. So I can basically go outside, plug in my piano and play. It's also really good if I'm on the move and need to charge something. And we're also in hurricane season, so that's just gonna be, that was the main reason I got it, it's hurricane season. So I just have a whole portable power thing. But I can also use it for gigs. If I wanna get an outside shot with the piano maybe, things like that. So that's gonna be pretty good. Now I absolutely love the setup, but of course it's gonna have to translate into better video quality, better audio quality in those videos. So we're gonna have to start working, learn this new equipment, and that should be some fun. Real quick, comment down below, what would you do differently? Is there other kind of equipment you get? Maybe you already have an existing setup that you really like? Just leave them in the comments, we'll talk about it. Now, if you like this kind of video, watch this video next, and I'll see you there.